All right, I want to give up praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashing Yahweh, Shah, Bashing Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the Apostle Jim Messerov as well. Peace, blessings, salutations to your Akim that's fighting the battle, fighting, striving, and laboring. And you few Aquaf that's listening, and you Israelite foreigners. And pretty much just going to talk about polygamy that's in the Bible. Now, one thing I can say is, a man can, if he wants, he can get a chick pregnant every day of the year. And to be honest with you, he can get about 3 to 4 women pregnant each day within that year. And, a woman can only bear a child 9, 10 months of the year. So that's 2 months she's not in, 2 to 3 months she's not able to only, what I'm trying to say, bring forth a child. And here it is, this man can sit there. I mean, that's a crazy number to even try to add up right now. But that's a lot of kids. So why I say that is, when you go into Exodus the 4th chapter, it talks about how the Egyptians were ought to destroy the Israelite men. When you come into society, Esau does the same thing. His whole intention was, because when you go into the acts of war, you go into war, women are spoiled. And if you control the woman, pretty much you control, you pretty much show you that you won the battle. And another thing too, what Esau did, he pretty much upset it, balance amongst us. And he started within us, because we are a nation, you so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, we are a nation that are plagued with curses. So it's so much easier. And plus, the Lord turned his back on us, so it was easier to bring forth, those enchantments and that sorcery. What I'm talking about is men patriarchy. You so-called black men, Latino, Hispanic men, being the heads of the house and being respectful men, and carrying yourself with integrity, carrying yourself as kings and holy, and not unholy and filthy and like heathens and Gentiles. So this motion is, matriarchy, woman, queens, and all this goddesses. That's pretty much what the condition that we're in. And, here it is. You have these red pill channels, Kevin Samuel, and so forth. It's rising. And when you go, and, I was in the store today, and, I was talking to this lady. She said her father is out of a family out of 11. And I was like, yeah, back in the day, men, had a lot of children, and they had it with a different woman. And then, she said, oh, that was the old days. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what the days, that's when men, had children. And that just showed you, those days everybody claims those days were better than the days we're in. And it just shows you how far that we have fallen as a nation. It just shows you how far we are off from the scriptures. Now, I'm gonna be all over. I just pulled up scriptures and evolving this matter. But let me see. I'm gonna just go in. This is this is King Solomon, 1 Kings 11:1. But it said, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, woman of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children, you should not go into. Yeah. So there you go. He had concubines as well. That just shows you men had man, that just showed you right there. A man had more than one woman, because the word concubine wouldn't exist. And it says, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. And that's, and when he got to his old age, that's when he started, going off. But even then, here it is. They always say, oh, the young man always say, no, even old men, that sexual appetite of so-called black, Latino, Hispanic men is is rampant, Deuteronomy 17:17, neither shall, and this goes into, when a man is a king. Let me see where it starts. 17. It says, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart not turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply himself silver and gold. Because, again, especially in this time that we're in, it's not wise to, this like the scripture says, what is it? Not everything in the law is expedient. And why I bring this out is, you're going to have guys, oh yeah, see, polygamy, I can go get 1,000. Nah, it's not. See, the Lord is reconstructing our minds all over again. And he's making ourselves to be kings, because pretty much we were heathens and Gentiles. We thought in a heathenistic state. So we can't sit there and we're reading out of the book of the law. We're getting ourselves together. So now we're learning that, who we are all over again. So it's not wise, because this lesson, what I'm about to bring forth, through the spirit of Yahweh Yahushua, is you're going to see a lot of men who had shit. I mean, damn, what is it? I mean, you just read the book of Chronicles. You could do that as well. And you see how men just had so many sons and children. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't with one woman. So, this point is not wise to multiply wives to yourself in this time that we're in, because we're not in that pleasure and resting, and we're not in that substance state. We can barely take care of ourselves, let alone multiple women. And then, children may come forth, and, hey, man, this society we live in is not built on family value. Exodus 21:10. Because another thing is structure, And see, here in America, it's so easy to lose everything. It's so hard. You can be afflicted out of basically anywhere. And then these women, man, it's crazy. These women, boy, oh boy. A lot of these women don't even know how to brush their damn teeth or and brush their damn tongues. So, can you imagine having, trying to go out there and find multiple women? These women don't even take baths. These women, they actually believe just taking showers is sufficient. But, yeah, Exodus 21:10, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So, again, the more women you take, you better kick out some bread. You're gonna have some substance, man. You gotta have it, But again, unfortunately, Esau broke all that. That's why Esau only allows our people to get to a certain level. Well, unless you sell out. But even then, you got niggas like Jay-Z, he's not able to do what he wants. He's pretty, again, they always try to make these guys seem like they're relevant, but ultimately they're handled and they're controlled over, and they can't do what they want, because pretty much, all in all, they got to give their wives to Esau and their children, so they're bowed down. Let me see. Deuteronomy 21:15-17. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he has, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So, damn. Yeah, Slaki. So yeah, that just, even then you had problems that that came about. So even in this day, you damn sure gonna have problems, But it said, but he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has had. And one example is, look at 50 Cent, because he doesn't like his firstborn child that he had with his woman, with the first chick, but he loves the son by the second chick, and that's not order. And it says, because for he is the beginning of his strength, the right of the firstborn is his. So, there you go. 2 Samuel 12. This is what the Lord told King David. It says, 2 Samuel 12:5, and David's anger was greatly against the man, and he said to Nathan, this is what happened. This is the account when Nathan brought this. Nathan came to David and pretty much was because King David coveted Bathsheba, and this is what Nathan told him. And well, it brought forth to him. Then overly, this is what the Lord said to David. David's anger was greatly kindled against the man, and he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, that man that have done this thing shall surely die. He shall restore the land fourfold because he did this thing and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man. Thus said the Lord, power of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. You see that? So if David wanted more wives, all David had to do was ask for the Lord, and the Lord would have given him more wives. Simple and plain. I think I just, yeah. 2 Chronicles 24. Joash was 7 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Abiah of Beersheba, and Joash did that which was right in the sight of the Lord. So, here it is. You can't sit there and say, see, man, niggas is wicked. Hey, listen, you women, Esau makes billion off you fucking women trying to go and get some man and being angry at men because we can have multiple women. Oh, well, deal with it. That's the way it is, That's how the way the Lord set it up. So, your boy Derek Jackson, he pleased you, talked those smooth things to you, but even he couldn't resist. He had all them fine women throwing it at him. He couldn't resist. Why? Because it's in a man. It's in a man to have more women. So here it is. You can't just sit there and say, see, you wicked if you get other women. It said, and Joash did that which was right in the sight of the Lord all the days of Jehoiada the priest. And Jehoiada took for him 2 wives, and he begot sons and daughters. So there you go. Judges 8:30. And Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten, for he had many wives. 2 Chronicles 13:21. But Abijah waxed mighty and married 14 wives and begat 22 sons and 16 daughters. Come on, man. Get out of here. Genesis 4:19. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. 1 Chronicles 3:1. Let me see. 1 Chronicles 3. Now these were the sons of David, which were born unto him in Hebron. The firstborn Amnon of Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, the second Daniel of Abigail the Abigail Carmelitis, the third Absalom the son of Maacah the daughter of Talmai king of Geshur, the fourth Adonijah the son of Haggith, the fifth Shaphatiah of Abitor, the sixth Ithream by Eglah his wife. These 6 were born unto him in Hebron, and there he reigned 7 years and 6 months. And these were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shemiah, Shabab, and Nathan, and Solomon, four of Bathshua, the daughter of Amiel. Ebar also, and Elishama, and Eliphelet, and Noga, and Nepheg, and Japhiah, and Elishama, and Eliada, and Eliphet, 9. These were all the sons of David, beside the sons of the concubines, and Tamar their sister. There you go. So David had wives. It says Genesis 30:9, when Leah saw that she had left barren, she took Zilpah her maid and gave her Jacob to wife. Simple, man. Simple. Now here it is. Leah gave Jacob a wife. There you go. 2 Chronicles 24:3, and Jehoiada took for him 2 wives, and he begot sons and daughters. 1 Chronicles 4:5, and Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Hala and Nera. 2 Samuel 5:13, and David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem after he was come from Hebron, and there were yet sons and daughters born. And we just read in 2 Chronicles. See that? 1 Samuel 1, let me see. Now, 1 Samuel 1:1. Now there was a certain man, Ramah the Zophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zuph, and Ephrathite, and he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. There you go. So it's simple, man. Cut the bullshit. Polygamy was in the Bible. Men had more than one wife. This monogamy bullshit is not going to work. Never was going to work. Cut the act. Cut the shit. You women. Another thing I've been seeing a lot. These women are trying to do this polyamory shit. And Lord's what I can, find some information on that. Pretty much when a woman is talking about she wants 2 fucking men. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's nothing but just a fucking freak house out here, you know? Why? Because Esau did pretty much destroyed and upset the balance of the society. But that was it. Lord's why I want to do some more videos and lessons before I lay it down. But, Lord willing, I will edify. Let me say shalom.